us today. We're so excited. Oh my gosh, is that an elf over there? All right, I better be on my best behavior so that you don't tell Santa that I'm being naughty. Good to know. So, my name is Kari.
And I'm Brittany.
And we are the Reading Seeds. So, we write songs that we hope help kiddos like you learn how to read. Who wants to learn how to read?
Me! I'm learning to read at my house.
That's so cool. So this is exactly perfect. We're going to tell you what is going on inside of your head while you're learning to read. So everybody point to their head.
No, not there.
Oh, this is not my head?
No.
Okay, point to your head.
No,
It's not his head. Where is it? Oh, this is my head. That's right. Point to your head. Okay, feel your head. Does it feel kind of squishy or does it feel like hard?
Hard.
Kind of hard, right? Does anybody know what that hard part of your head is called?
Your skull.
Your skull. That's right. It's your skull. And what's inside your skull? I heard somebody say it.
Brain.
Your brain is inside of your skull. And can I tell you something that is so cool about your brain?
Yeah.
You can actually change your brain. So reach inside your brain and try to change it. Ow, that's not working though for me. Is that working for you? Can you change your brain?
No, careful. Kari, there's a better way to do that.
Oh, there is?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about it, Brittany.
Mm-hmm. You can change your brain by learning. Because your brain is like plastic, and when you learn new things, it changes.
That is so cool. New things like, I don't know, learning to read?
That's right.
And math, exactly. I'm going to get out my handy dandy reading brain here, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more.
That's big.
I know I have a big brain, thank you very much. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about how we're changing our brain when we learn to read. So we have,
Why does it look like the roads? It looks like alphabet.
you know, my kids and I made this last night, and, we did our best. So in our reading brain, we take areas of our brain like this area that's kind of down at the bottom, and that area can see letters on the page. And we have other areas of our brain that help you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth right now. And that's kind of more towards the front of your brain. And then we also have parts of the brain that help us make each sound of the word as we talk. That's called articulation. That's something Brittany's really into. And we have areas of our brain that can hear each of those sounds. And we're going to talk more about those sounds later. But in order to make our reading brain, the way that we're changing our brain is we're actually connecting all of these areas of our brain. Isn't that so cool?
Yeah.
So, I know, right? So, the first thing that we need to do when we learn how to read is we need to learn our letters. And I know my letters. My letters are red, green, yellow.
No. Yes. Those are colors.
Oh, okay, that's right, that's right. The letters are 1, 2, 3.
They're
Numbers help me out. What are the letters?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABC. Next time, won't you sing with me?
Wow, awesome job. That's right. Thank you for refreshing my memory. Sometimes I get those confused. Good job. So I'm going to ask you a question, and it's kind of a weird question. It's kind of a weird question. Are you guys ready for a weird question?
No.
Does anybody know why we have letters?
Yes.
They are the ABCs, but they have a job to do.
You can learn about them.
You learn about them?
You can learn how to spell.
Yeah, learning how to spell. Very
You
good.
can learn.
You write your name. They have lots of jobs.
Learn how to say words.
So like thousands of years ago, like your grandpa's made up these letters because they wanted something to represent the sounds that are coming out of our mouth. Now that's a big word, the word represent. So let's talk about that so you all know what I'm talking about, okay? If Brittany asks me how I'm doing today.
How are you doing today, Kari?
And I go like this, what does that represent?
Good.
I'm doing pretty good, right? Okay, how about if Brittany asks me how I'm doing, and have Brittany ask me how I'm doing.
Yeah, how are you doing, Kari?
I'm gonna go like this. What does that represent? But today, do you think I'm doing bad or do you think I'm doing pretty good?
Good.
I'm doing pretty good because I'm here with you guys. Yeah, that's right. So this represents that I'm doing good. Now, how about if we're driving down the street with Uncle Larry and maybe your dog sticking his head out the window, and we get to one of these lights, and the color red is on one of these lights. What does that represent?
Stop.
Oh, you guys are good.
Green
How about the
means
letter green?
stop.
What does that represent?
Stop.
That's right. So now we understand the word represent, right?
Yellow.
So letters.
Yellow means slow down. And yellow.
That's right. That's right. So letters represent sounds. So, like Brittany, what sound does the letter? I don't know. Q. Let's not do Q. How about the letter S represent? What sound does the letter B represent? Oh, I think you guys are ready to try it. What sound does the letter A represent? Good. What sound does the letter B represent? What does the letter C represent? So very good. See, and yes, and that's right. So we're gonna sing a song called Letters Represent Sounds, and Miss Brittany is going to do the chorus so that you guys can sing along when we sing the real song, okay?
So this is how the chorus goes. Did you know letters represent sounds? Did you know letters represent sounds? Did you know letters represent sounds? And that's how we can read.
Okay, do you guys want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay, here's
All right.
the song.
Let's sing.
The chorus or the whole song?
Let's do it. Let's
All
do
right,
the song.
let's do the song.
Let's do
And
the song.
while we're doing the song, this is what we're doing. We are learning that these letters represent sounds that we say with our mouths.
Okay, ready? Did you know letters represent sounds? Did you know letters represent sounds? Did you know letters represent sounds? And that's how we can read. Let's start with A. What does it say? It says A and A and O, like in banana. And there's B. Lips together like me. Now you can say bubbling baby bison in Alabama. We now know letters represent sounds. We now know letters represent sounds. We now know letters represent sounds, and that's how we can read. C says k before A, O, and U. But when the 10-cent symbol decides to clang, we see another clue. That C says before some letters. Which ones could they be? Look close and you will figure it out. They're Y, I, and E. We now know letters represent sounds. We now know letters represent sounds. We now know letters represent sounds, and that's how we can read. When we mash these sounds with letters, it's magic, you see. When I blend these sounds together, then I can read. Let's try it. Let's grab a C, an A, and B. Let's make a word. What could it be?
Cat.
The sounds are ab. Blend it with me. I heard it. Ab.
Cab.
Whoa!
Hooray! Now you can read. We now know letters represent sounds. We now know letters represent sounds. We now know letters represent sounds, and that's how we can read. Wow, you guys are readers! That is just one word, but you know what? With every word that you blend together and then you know what it means, you are growing your reading brain. So even if you learn one word, that is so exciting.
My brain is changing.
So now we know that letters represent sounds. And I think the next step in growing our reading brain is understanding what all of those sounds are. So I'm going to teach you a really fancy word. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Does anybody like big fancy words? I do. I love big fancy words. So here's your big fancy word. It's called phoneme. And the PH says because it's actually a Greek word, so it's pretty cool. Phoneme.
Greek word mean?
That means that the words, so our words come from like a long time ago is when they made up words. And in ancient Greece, they made up a lot of words. And in ancient Greece, PH says so it's pretty cool. So we can remember this word phoneme because you might have a little device that you listen to sounds on. Maybe you play some games on. Maybe you talk to your grandma or Uncle Larry, right? What is that called?
Larry. Uncle. Phone.
Well, it's called a phone, right? So that's how you can remember this word phoneme. A phoneme is a sound. Just like you hear sounds coming out of a phone, a phoneme, the phonemes are those sounds that the letters represent. So let's try this again. We did this a little bit before, but what phoneme, Brittany, does the letter T represent? That's right. What phoneme does the letter Z represent? Good. Okay, boys and girls, what phoneme does the letter F represent? That's right. Okay, now we're going to play a game called phoneme. Say phoneme.
Phoneme.
Or not phoneme. Say not phoneme.
Not phoneme.
Okay, so you're going to listen to the words, the sounds that come out of my mouth, and you're going to tell me if that's a letter sound, a phoneme, or not a phoneme. Okay? So, here's a phoneme. Ready? R. Is that a phoneme?
No.
Is that a sound that a letter could represent? Yes, it is. R could represent that phoneme, right? How about Is that a phoneme? Yeah, the letter M represents that phoneme. How about G? Is that a phoneme? Okay, how about Auga?
No.
Oh, that's not a phoneme, is it? Say not a phoneme.
Not a phoneme.
Okay, how about
Yes.
say phoneme?
Yes.
How about ding dong?
Yes.
Not a phoneme. Okay, so Brittany's going to sing an awesome song now that has all of the phonemes in the song, okay? All of those cool letter sounds. I'm going to try to keep up as best as I can with my letter cards. If you know the phoneme of this word, the sound of this word, then you can sing along, okay?
Let's do it. Letters, they are pretty cool, but they still have a job to do. They represent sounds and work as a team. The sounds are fabulous phonemes. I can say C, D, E, F, G, go. If you learn these sounds, you'll be ready to read. Get your mouth ready and sing along with me. I can say H, I, J, K, L, O, M, N. Now we're planning reading seeds. Learn phonemes and match them to letters. Grab a book to practice to get better and better. I can say O, P, Q, R, S, T. Two high fives. Give yourself 2 high fives. If you learn these sounds, you'll be ready to read. Get your mouth ready and sing all with me. Last ones. U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now you know the fabulous phonemes.
Very good.
Nice job.
So you know all your letters. You know all your phonemes. And now we get to sing a really cool song called Kiss Your Reading Brain. Okay? Because now that we know our letters and we know the sounds, Now we need to learn how to blend them together to actually learn how to read. So, this is the part where we are actually doing our brain surgery and we are creating our reading brain. So we're going to practice before we sing this song. We're going to ask you to make the sounds of some letters and blend them together to try to read some words in the song. And the song is really cool because you get to get up and move a little bit. Okay? So let's practice. Brittany, should we practice with this first word?
Yes, we should.
Okay. Do we want to practice with the song or just with the card?
Yeah, so you're going to hear me say this. What are the sounds? What are the sounds? What are the sounds in L-E-G?
Leg. That's right. Should we practice one more?
Let's do one more.
Okay.
You will also hear me say, what are the sounds? What are the sounds? What are the sounds in H-O-P?
Now those phonemes.
Ha.
You guys are reading. Good job. All right. Are we ready for the song?
It's almost like we're reading a story.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, you're blending them together. That's how you read. That's how you make your reading brain.
Yeah, so for this one you can stand up and make sure you listen so you hear all the fun things we're going to have you do. And it's called Kiss Your Reading Brain. So kiss your brain. Ready? Very good. Kiss your brain. Feel it become your reading brain. It's so much fun. Just chop up those words into sounds. Yes, indeed. Blend from the first to the last sound and read. What are the sounds? What are the sounds? What are the sounds in L-E-G?
Leg.
Leg.
Stop your legs.
Stomp, so stomp, so stomp, stomp, stomp. What are the sounds? What are the sounds? What are the sounds in H-O-P?
Hop.
Hop.
Hop, hop, hop
3 times. Hop, hop, hop.
kiss
Your brain and feel it become your reading brain. It's so much fun.
Just chop up
Those words into sounds, yes indeed.
blend from the first to the last sound and read. What are the sounds?
What are the sounds?
What are the sounds in L-I-P?
Wiggle your lips.
Wiggle, What are the sounds? What are the sounds?
What are the sounds in T-A-P? What are those phonemes? Tap your toes. Tap to tap to tap a tippity tap. Kiss your brain, and feel it become your reading brain. It's so much fun. Just chop up those words into sounds, yes indeed. Blend from the first to the last sound and read.
Let's
do that.
Stomp those legs. L-E-G. Leg.
Stomp, stomp, stomp.
Hop 3 times.
H-O-P.
Hop, 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 hop. Wiggle your lips. L-I-B. Lip. Wiggle. Tap your toes. T-A-P. Tap, 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 tap. Stomp, hop, wiggle, tap. When we match letters to sounds, you'll see your reading brain grows magically. Stomp, hop, wiggle, tap your toes with me. Blend from the first to the last sound and read. The end.
Very good. Amazing job, friends. We have one more song for you because this is so important. And you know what? Something else is this is actually pretty hard to change your brain. So if when you're learning to read and it takes a little bit of time and it feels really hard, you don't worry about it. Just keep practicing and you'll grow your reading brain. And the cool thing about your reading brain is once you grow it and you learn how to decode those words and blend from the first to the last song, nobody can take that away from you. You will always have a reading brain, and you'll be able to read harder and harder books and become super, super smart. So, you need to learn how to read the words on the page, but you also need to know what they mean. And that means you need to know the meaning of little words, but you also need to know the meaning of big words. So Brittany is going to go goodbye for this song. She's going to go goodbye. And we are going to welcome a new friend, and she is the Big Word Dinosaurus.
What is
A dinosaur! And our dinosaur is very, very hungry. And she, you know what she eats? What do you think she eats?
Meat.
Meat? You think so? No, not this dinosaur.
People.
No, not this one. No, not this dinosaur.
Grass and trees.
This dinosaur likes to eat
You.
me! I'm getting out of here!
Never.
No,
Never eat Kari.
she likes to eat words. But you know what? She doesn't like those itty bitty words. She likes big words. So you're going to hear some big words in here. And this song, you can dance, you can clap, and just enjoy this song. And maybe you can learn some big words in this song.
Wait, when you grow up, you're going to be right.
You're learning to read this year.
No, when you grow up.
Oh, as a dinosaur. I'm sorry. Yes. I worked very hard
You're
learning my
a
letter sounds
dinosaur.
and blending them together, and I can read now. And I want some big words. I'm a big word dinosaurus, and just like the thesaurus, I love to eat big words. Don't want a word that's boring, that will really get me snoring. I like to see ginormous words. I don't want to be embarrassed by a small vocabulary. I want to be the astute dinosaur.
He's really smart.
With big words, my writing will be much more exciting. I can read those books I never could before. I want more. If I find a shiny, pretty daisy petal, it leaves my hungry tummy wanting more. I want a pulchritudinous petal that shimmers in the dawn. That's the language I'm yearning for. I'm a big word dinosaurus, and just like the thesaurus, I love to eat big words. Don't want a word that's boring, that will really get me snoring. I like to see ginormous words. Boring transition words, that's nauseous, so pretty please be cautious. When you put a but in my sentence, please join two clauses to avoid tedious pauses. Use however when you are in my presence. To keep me from running, instead of smart, say cunning. Instead of like you know, say in essence. I do not want to be fed that still he said or she said. How mischievously muttered. Tastes like bread with butter. I'm a big word dinosaurus, and just like a thesaurus, I love to eat big words. Don't want a word that's boring, that will really get me snoring. I like to see ginormous words, and I'm so hungry, simply ravish. Big, that's so bland. I don't want it large, need some seasoning. I don't want it massive, getting tasty, but still don't want it colossal. Now we're talking dinner time. Good is so vernacular. Instead, I want spectacular. Boring words just aren't fun. Amusing is a better one. I'm a big word dinosaur, and just like a thesaurus, I love to eat words. Don't want a word that's boring, that will really get me snoring. I love to see ginormous words. You know what, K.A.? I feel smarter now.
I do too.
You do too, Kari? Do you feel intelligent? Do you feel sagacious?
That means
Yeah.
Sagacious.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, K.A. We had a
Thank you
blast.
for having us. Did you guys like our songs? What was your favorite song? The dinosaur song, Kiss Your Brain? Kiss Your Brain? Did you like it? Yeah. The letter song? That's good. Well, you can watch our songs on YouTube. Maybe your teacher can share it with you guys. We're the Reading Seeds, and we are really, really happy that you had us come. You guys were our first audience today. So thank you. It was really, really fun. Can you tell Santa we did a good job?
I don't.